Hello everyone, and welcome back to Christine's Coloring and Crafts. If this is your first time visiting my channel, thank you so much for checking me out. And if you're a returning viewer, hey, thank you for coming back. I'm so happy that everyone could join me today. We're kind of going to do a little bit of a color and chat with the Supracolors that I got last week. That were a surprise, and I was disappointed in that surprise. but that was only at first. And I decided I'm gonna go ahead and give them a shot. I've already done one picture with them, and I really like them. But I did it on, pretty decent paper, and this is on Amazon paper. This is from Camellia Angel Cova's 50 Vacation Miniatures. I'm going to do it as part of my hashtag Keeping It Cool in July. If you were doing some pictures, please, any colorings, paintings, drawings, whatever, share it on my Instagram. You will see the link below. Anyway, I would love to see your interpretations, your art, your colorings as well. I've already got 3 of mine up. But anyway, I was coloring this and I thought, man, this would probably make a good video, at least I hope. But first, I wanted to kind of give a shout out here to Deborah Mueller. She does like the mermaid books, and she does a lot of coloring books, like, some chubby mermaids, chubby fairies. I've got those books, and then she's got like regular mermaids, fairies, regular people, probably all kinds of things I haven't even seen yet. She's got lots of coloring books, but coloring books isn't the only thing she makes on and sells on Etsy. She sells both on Etsy and in the Amazon store. She also makes these lovely watercolors. And I don't know if I don't think I've showed them off yet, but I ordered these a little while ago, and I don't know if you could see it in my picture. It transferred over because I'm using the same brush on this picture that I was with this picture that I've been practicing on as I get ready for work. I want to give myself a little reminder. I'm almost done with it. I made one mistake, and so I just went ahead and did all of the corners in the light purplish pink color because I accidentally whoopsied and brushed. I dropped the brush like right around here somewhere. And I have no idea how to remove a watercolor mistake, but look at all that glitter. It's so beautiful. She really makes beautiful colors. They're fun to work with, and they smell delicious. Don't eat them, but you're gonna wanna. I'll also include a link to her Etsy store for you guys to check out if you're into watercolor or anything. They're beautiful colors. This one is so cute. Looks like I left a little paw print in that one. And they dry up really good, but look at that. Look at all the sparklies and the pretties she puts in these colors. And this one, of course, is called the Luna. And looky there, she puts this pretty little bead on top. Oh, she really makes these tins nice. They're really cute. And she sends you a freebie in a shell. Look at that. Well, she sent me a freebie in a shell. You might get a different freebie. Or you might get something else entirely. Who knows? I don't know if she does this for everyone. But it's a really pretty color. It's got extra little, embellishments in it, and it's just so gorgeous. Sorry, they smell really good. She makes really good paints that smell great too. But I had actually gotten this picture, I believe it's either going to be Walmart or Michael's. I had got it a long time ago to start practicing watercolors, and I just never got into it. I actually didn't play with my watercolors a whole lot until I got that set from Deborah Mueller, and I was just like, okay, now I got to practice and I got to play. And when I do my pictures for July, you'll see a couple of watercolor experiments I was doing, and they were disasters. Not that this one is gorgeous either, but I think it's cute, and I'll definitely put it up on my wall to make sure that I start each day with a grateful heart when I go to work, which work is right behind me. So Anyway, I do like these Supracolors, but I have a story to tell while we're coloring. You're gonna love it. Or find it funny or infuriating. One or the other. One of the 10. So these, I'm going to do the donut first here. And we're going to use what Karen Dash considers to be purple, which is, I have no idea what that number says, 090. And then Rose 081. And then we're going to use Periwinkle Blue 131 and Violet 120. So anyway, let's get started here. Oh, and I'll be getting a new mat this Friday because with me going back to work, the other mat actually was too big for this table top. And even though it looked good, I cannot words again today. Even though it looked good and it looked really cute, it's just entirely too big. It actually is meant for my work desk, and it's already set up because I go back to work in about 10 days. Close enough. 10, 11 days. So anyway, I still wanted to give the Pablos a good shot. And I guess I'm just going to have to wait to see if the 120 tin goes on sale. Because I have full set syndrome anyway. But I was trying not to have full set syndrome because of that price was really, really good for the 40 set. So I went ahead and got back on Amazon and I reordered them. And don't you know, a couple days later, another set of Supracolors. I'm like, really? They did it to me twice? That's crazy. So I turn around, you know, I've got a 40 set. So I turn around and I go ahead and send them back. You know, even though technically you're getting a better deal on Supracolors to get them for friggin' $50, 50 some dollars. I forget how much. Because on at least on Amazon anyway. All right. Oh, okay, I was wrong. $63.95. The set of pencils I ordered in their place is the $50 ones. And like I know the Supracolors are more in their 40 pack or more than that. And I was like, okay, they did it to me twice. They surely won't make the same mistake again. So I send them back and I asked for a replacement set. And that set was actually coming out the next day. I was like, all right, so I could finish my Amazon Day haul, or basically my supply haul, since I did get the paints from Deborah Mueller's Etsy. And that set comes, and they are the Supracolors again. I was like, are you kidding me? I even had my hopes high because they came in a different package, and I was like, oh yeah, these are it, and they were the Supracolors again. So basically I just gave up. I am just going to go ahead and get something else that I'll do for the haul that was also on sale. Not as good of a sale though. They've been on a better sale, I know that. Anyway, I just thought, that is just crazy. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, that's just crazy. That's so goofy. I've never had Amazon do that before. I've never had that issue. Need a little bit more water. I'm trying to do it with as little water as possible so as to not warp the paper. It's warping slightly, and that was a little too much water, but oh well. But it's really not that bad, especially considering that this is Amazon paper. It kind of warps up a little bit, and then as it dries, it kind of like sinks back down. So, I can't complain. And I know most people would use these kinds of brushes. And I don't know if you can see in there. I got don't get the ones at Walmart. For the love of Pete, don't get the ones at Walmart, because all these do is leak, and I'm going to throw them out as I use the water up on my watercolors. I just dribble the water into the watercolor that I'm going to use. But I really kind of do like these Supracolors. It's kind of comparing apples and oranges. Where is my thing at? Did it blow away again? Probably, because I got these two fans on behind me. We will... There's a new one. I just hate it. Especially since so much glitter went down. I want the glitter to stay. It kind of gives a little sparkly spark pretty stuff to the water that I colored. And apparently I got it all off because it quit doing it after a while. But that was a happy little, kind of like the Supracolors, it was a happy little mistake. Oh goodness. But anyway, I kind of like using these because you don't have to press down really hard. Here, let me keep it flat. I'm so used to coloring that way. You don't have to press down very hard, so it doesn't aggravate my carpal tunnel as much. And you don't have to layer. I mean, unless you use them dry, then I would imagine you'd have to layer. And let me take a drink of water here real quick. And even though it is kind of apples to oranges comparison, because the Inktense really are, in my mind, with the limited experience that I have with watercolor pencils, the Inktense just win out. They are number one in my book because they are really easy to use. They go on really smooth. Now, they're the only set of water-based pencils that I have that I don't understand how anyone can use them just dry. Because I've tried and I've layered and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it is not right. Not even close. Should have brought that indigo blue back out. Oh well. Alright. And then I know a lot of people say do it from light to dark, but I like to bring the dark down into the light, and I don't even care if it completely dries or not. I just re-dip the paintbrush back in, and I just do it some kind of way. I mean, I'm still learning, so I'm probably gonna freak some people out by not doing it the right way. Sorry. You know, if there even is a right way, there's not a lot of tutorials on using the Supracolors. There's a lot of unboxing and swatching of them. Maybe I just didn't look good enough. Who knows? And, you know, I kind of like it this way, because this way I get to experiment and I get to learn. But I definitely should have watched more videos on using watercolors. Ooh. I also need some lessons on the Derwent Inktense blocks. Because boy, did I mess those up. I've been having fun while I'm messing things up, getting messy. I've been purple, blue, orange, and like black and gray playing with them. And I don't know what the cat just knocked down. Probably my fan. And I'm probably going to go check here in a second. Let me finish this up here and I'll go check. I hope she didn't break this one like she did the last one. She knocked over a fan a few months ago in my bedroom and she broke it. So I will go ahead and fast forward through this part, go check that fan, and I'll be right back. Whew, all right, I'm back. And she didn't knock the fan down. Whew, I just had to run downstairs. Let me catch my breath here. She knocked down a bunch of things off on my shelves downstairs. Cats. What are you going to do with them? I guess love on them a little bit more. Or do what I just did. Put her in the basement early for her bedtime. And don't worry, the basement's not really a punishment. She's got food, she's got litter, she's got toys, mazes of boxes to play in. It's just that she's such a wild kitten, she's still a baby. She's such a wild kitten that in the middle of the night, she is, I'm going to have to use a little bit more color down here at the bottom. She is amazingly annoying. We love her to death, but sometimes we want to love her to death. Oh, shoot. All's well, though. Nothing broke. She just likes, for some reason, she's really interested in shelves with things that can be broken. Could care less about the shelves we set up for her to play on. She doesn't go on those. I think it's because she likes to jump and she can jump high. And she's just a baby, so she's just learning. And I did put up some stuff, you know, so that it doesn't get broken, some keepsakes and stuff like that, but I don't want to put everything up. It looks like I'm going to have to, but I don't really want to. I wish there was like somebody invented a gate, not like a gate, but like kind of a cover for shelves while young kittens are learning where they could be and where they can't be. And you just kind of like hook it up to the shelves and your cat can't get up there and cause mischief. Little troublemaker. She's a little troublemaker. She's getting so big though, guys. So very big. They grow so fast. And at first I thought today I was going to do that sloth in gray, but I think I'm actually going to do her in brown because, one, I only have a 40 pack of Supracolors. And I guess I could use Derwent Intense too, speaking of the Derwents. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with just the Supracolors today. And color her brown since I had some browns. Enough to make a trio of browns anyway. Usually when I have smaller sets of pencils, I only do like a light and a dark or a medium tone and a dark or something like that. Yeah, these are really kind of fun. They're very soft. They color nicely. Let's see if this is dry enough yet. Oh yeah. Since I'm on pink. There we go. Maybe not dry enough right there. That's okay. Let's go go ahead and do it the other way then, since we're doing it right here. There we go. I'll need to do some dark right there later. Let's get a little bit more water. The only thing with trying to watch how much water you're using is you do have to wet your brush a little more often. We'll just go ahead and do the light pink here first. There we go. And when I go do the light to the dark, I just wipe off the brush real quick, because I don't think the light color is going to affect the dark color like the dark color with the light. If it does, I guess I learned that lesson the hard way. I like learning lessons the hard way. There we go. There we go. But yeah, this one is my favorite brush so far. I mean, all I've got is cheap brushes. So, but it's Rose Max Artwork for Artists. And it's size round, and it says number 7. I have no idea what that means. If you're not familiar with watercolors, your guess is as good as mine. If you are familiar with watercolors, you can comment below and tell me what it means. Other than that, it's smaller than the other round brushes I have. There we go. Do a little bit here. Go ahead and do it in here too. There we go. Because, you know, I love purple. It's one of my most favoriteest colors in the whole wide world. It is my favoriteest color. But yeah, this is kind of, let me sharpen this one real quick in case I want to use these colors again. But this is kind of easy on my carpal tunnel too, because you're not doing so many layers. And for some reason, using a brush to paint is just easier on my wrist. Maybe because I can hold it more still that way? I don't know. I go out of the lines more often, I noticed. And I have no idea how to correct that. So it's just going to be what it is. There we go. Okay. Now I wanted to do little pants in kind of a more salmon-y pink and like a bluish green. Let's see how that turns out. So we'll use, well, I picked out Malachite Green 180 and Jade Green 211, and then Carmine 080 and Salmon Pink 071. Those flowers are awful small. I don't know if I actually want to try to do them in 2 colors. We'll decide after we do the outer part of the pants first. Another nice thing too is these more hexagonal shapes. They don't roll around like the regular pencils do. They don't go flying to the floor unless you throw them. And sometimes I throw stuff and I don't mean to. I think I've used the Malachite Green. It needs sharpening. There we go. And I'd show the first picture I did. I might be able to actually. And you can see my watercolor that is just bleh. But I finally made a good skin color or skin tone out of the colors. My first one, let's just say, it was bad. It was bad. My first skin tone attempt, I tried to do a whole lot of white and just a little bit of red. And boy, did I get pink. And I kind of wanted a pinkish tone, to be honest. But I didn't want it that pink. Woo, that was pink. Oh, it was very, very, very pink. Oh, I love the shade green. That is a very pretty color. I don't know what you guys think, but this is a pretty color. I think it's a pretty color. Everybody's pretty colors vary, and that's okay. Tell me in the comments below, do you guys, what your favorite color is? And then maybe I could do, oh, what's his name? I gotta look it up. I gotta cheat. An ADC Art Attack, that's him. ADC Art Attack type challenge, since I have so many pencils. Just do everything in a monochrome, you know, single color in all its shades. With pencils. He's been doing it with markers. He just did purple, and he did a purple Spider-Man. Oh my gosh. And I'm sure most of my viewers are probably familiar with his channel, but I'll leave a link to his channel below anyway. He's a very popular guy. He's really super sweet, very talented. I've never had any personal experience with him, but boy do I enjoy his videos. So we'll get to leave a link below here. Let me know if any of you have taken advantage of that super sweet deal that they had on Amazon on the Pablo 40 set. And did you get the Pablos, or did you get the Supracolors? Over and over and over again. That was hilarious. Excuse me. Even though we have the air conditioning fixed, it is still a little bit warm up here that I have to use a couple of fans and lots of ice water. Alright, let's see how this turns out. Make sure all of the pink and purple is out. There we go. I think in this instance I'll go ahead and use the lighter color. Hey, and I went to my sister's group home today, and it's only taken a month, but I finally finished a picture there. Out of the 50 jungle miniatures, I believe is the one I took with me. And I was so happy about that, because most of the time, and I don't mind it, I really don't. I mean, I'm not there just to color, I'm also there to, you know, put a smile on everybody's faces, my sisters and everybody. And I think it even lightens my sister's mood a little bit too, because she's usually a grumpy pants, and she was kind of grumpy today. But towards the end, she definitely lightened up. I think, you know, like the last half hour or so, because we got to stay a little bit later because dinner was running late. Dinner is normally at 4 o'clock Eastern time, and I didn't leave till like almost 4:30. But, you know, most of the time I'm sharpening pencils for other residents, or I'm helping them get out colors and getting them new pages and stuff like that. And we've even kind of expanded the artwork a little bit, since there was a couple of the residents who like the little toy stamps, not real, you know, not like professional artists. I don't even know if there is professional artists, but not like the more expensive stamps. They like the little kitty ones that come in the prize bags and stuff. And that's how I found the pit pins at Hobby Lobby, is going through, because it's near it. The clearance section at my Hobby Lobby is near the kids section, and so I was going through there to see if they had any of those little cutesy fun cheap stamps, and I didn't see any in that section. And I thought, well, I'll check clearance. Maybe they're getting rid of some, and there's some there. There actually were. And then I found the pit pins and went nuts on those. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Anyway. With the water. Alright, let's go to the pinks and see how those look. Let's see how quickly I'll run out of patience. Ooh, I like that carmine. I might not run out of patience. I like the carmine. Hope the salmon pink looks just as good. Oop, there's pieces of it that's still a little wet. Pieces of the flowers that are wet. Oopsies. That's okay. Sometimes I do the darker color on the outside, sometimes I do the darker color on the inside. I figured let's do it on the outside this time. I don't know why. I have no rhyme or reason. But if you guys like to shop at Hobby Lobby, go check yours out for those pit pins, because that's a great deal. What did I say? $1.12 a piece? That's a great deal. And I think I'm actually going to use some of them on the next page I do. I just wanted to get one done for... Well, I'm going to finish up my watercolor ones first, and then I want to do this one for hashtag keeping it cool in July. And it's almost the end of July. Can you guys believe that? Okay, the salmon pink. Yeah, I'll take it. Salmon pink is basically, though, the color of this portrait's face, not ladies, this portrait's face turned out to be. I was so sad because I had done all of the rest of her, and the rest of the stuff turned out beautiful. Okay. And I was so sad that I messed up her face. Her little face. especially in the book that I messed her up in. Okay, so these two are gonna, I mean, this is kind of small, so these two are just gonna mingle, and we're gonna have one happy, weird looking color in the middle that's definitely not salmon because they're mingling. But it's actually turning out to look pretty good, I think. I like it. Oh. And then once I get this picture finished, I'll show it on Instagram. You guys can let me know what you think. And I'll put a link to my Instagram below, of course. And a link to the hashtag Keeping It Cool in July. That's actually coming out pretty good, I think. I like it. But this way too, I'll wrap this up at the pants so I can show the other picture I did with these Supracolors. I had a lot of fun doing it too. It was just such a cute little picture. Yep, so I think really with the Amazon paper, let me clean this off here. If you keep it light, you know, the water kind of light and not super heavy or anything, I think the paper will survive it just fine. Of course, always make sure you have your little backing. I used my marker backing for this one. And the paper does get a little crinkly and a little wrinkly, but it's not really that bad at all. It's not as bad as I envisioned it anyway. Let's put it that way. Let's put this up here because this book's still got a picture going on in it. And I gotta move some stuff off of it. Here we go. I had been using acrylic glaze on a lot of pictures, but I didn't on this one. And as you can see, I'm all over the place with the watercolors. I love Deborah Mueller's colors though. I want more. I want more. And here, since I knew it wasn't turning out very good, I thought, well, I'll experiment a little bit on it. And I wanted to see how it worked, you know, how it interacted with each other if you really soaked the paper with the colors. And they interact with each other all right. Is it this one? I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yep, there it is. That's the first one I did with the Supracolors. And then I had used a new kind of inks that I got from Amazon. I used the silver, so it just put, I don't know if you can see it, just put a light, excuse me, glaze of glitter on there, and it came out really cute. I think she came out really super cute. And then of course I used stickles for all the little bubbles. They're just so tiny. I was like, I'm gonna use stickles. And oh yeah, I used my Jelly Roll gel pen for her eyes in there a little bit. But yeah, I'm not real pleased with how this one's turning out, but I am having a lot of fun, and that, you know, I'm learning my watercolors. I'm learning. I've got mostly like student grade and cheaper watercolors because I really don't want to go out and buy the expensive stuff only to kind of waste it because I'm in learning mode. Like here, I used a whole lot of color and not enough water, or not a lot of water, so it came out really super dark. But here, I used a lot of water and not a whole lot of color, so it came out super light. And here you can see where it kind of like too much water on the light. And here I was trying to like mix the colors, have them run into each other in a pretty way, but it didn't quite work out. They worked out a lot better on the more expensive ones, like the Deborah Mueller ones I got, because they ran into each other really nice on hers. So maybe it's a little bit operator error and a little bit cheaper paints. I don't know. I think it's mostly operator error. But that's out of the Mangas and Chibis coloring book that I got from Hobby Lobby. And I will finish her. This is not the skin color that I made out of the watercolors. This, I actually got my Brute Fooner squares out, because at first I was going to do this picture in Brute Fooner squares, and then I was like, I don't know, I just really have that urge to do watercolors and play with wet media right now. So that's what I'm going to do, is just play with the wet media. Maybe the Supracolors got me interested, and off I went. Off to the races I went. But hey, anyway, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video with me today. Let me know what you think. What's your experiences with the watercolors and wet media other than markers? Do you use watercolor pencils? How do you like them? Do you use watercolors? How long have you been doing it? Show me some pictures. You can show them to me straight on my Instagram, or if they fit the hashtag keeping it cool in July, share it there on that page. Let me know how you guys are doing, and let me know what you think of watercolors and other wet medium like watercolor pencils and stuff like that, and share me some of your secrets. Anyway, everyone have a wonderful colorific day and a great rest of your week and a perfect weekend. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye.